Hello, coin enthusiasts and curious viewers alike. Welcome back to MY Channel Coin Purchaser, where we delve into the fascinating world of numismatics. Today, we have an exciting topic that might just make you look at your spare change a little differently. We're exploring the 1999 D Lincoln penny, a coin that, despite its common appearance, holds secrets of historical significance and potential value that might surprise you. So, let's embark on this journey to uncover the stories and worth behind this seemingly ordinary penny. A glimpse into the Lincoln pennies before we zoom into the 1999 D Lincoln penny. Let's take a brief detour into its rich history. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909, was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, President Abraham Lincoln. This change was part of the U.S. Mint's effort to honor Lincoln's 100th birthday. Over the decades, the penny has undergone various design changes, but the 1999 series is particularly noteworthy. The 1999 Lincoln Penny Series, a year of transition. The year 1999 marked a pivotal point in the Lincoln penny's evolution. For the first time, the reverse side of the penny featured a new design, the Union Shield. This design change was part of a broader initiative to update coinage designs, reflecting the nation's growth and unity. However, amidst these changes, some coins were struck with unintended designs, leading to valuable errors that collectors now cherish. The 1999 D Lincoln penny, minting and features. Let's focus on the 1999 D Lincoln penny. Minted in Denver, indicated by the D Mint mark, this penny has the following specifications: composition, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, diameter, 19 mm, weight, 2.5 grams, mintage approximately 6.36 billion coins. While most 1999 D pennies are worth just their face value, certain variants are highly sought after. 1. Wide AM reverse error. Identification. On the reverse side, the letters A and M in America are spaced wider than usual, creating a noticeable gap. Value. Even in less than perfect condition, these can fetch between $173 and $2,300 at auctions. Rarity. This error is relatively rare, with only about 20 known examples. 2. Mule error. Penny dime reverse identification. Some 1999 D pennies were mistakenly struck with the reverse die of a Roosevelt dime, featuring a torch flanked by olive and oak branches. Value. These errors are extremely valuable, with one 1999 penny selling for $138,000 in 2006. Rarity among the rarest, with only a few known specimens. Assessing condition. The role of coin grading. The value of a coin heavily depends on its condition, assessed through a grading system. Mint state MS coins that have never been in circulation, retaining their original luster. Grades range from MS60 average quality to MS70 perfect condition. Impact on value. A higher grade significantly increases a coin's market value. Current market trends and values. As of 2025, the market for rare pennies, especially those with errors, remains robust. Wide AM pennies. Well-preserved examples can command prices between $500 and $2,300, depending on condition. Mule errors. These are among the most valuable, with prices reaching up to $138,000 for a single coin. How to identify and authenticate your coin. **** If you suspect you have a valuable 1999 D penny, consider the following steps. 1. Visual inspection. Carefully examine the reverse side for the wide AM spacing or unusual design elements indicative of a mule error. 2. Consult experts. Reach out to professional numismatists or coin grading services for authentication and valuation. Point 3. Use magnification. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help in detecting subtle details. The 1999 D Lincoln penny, though common in appearance, can hide remarkable stories and value. Whether it's the historical significance of the Lincoln Memorial design or the allure of rare minting errors, this penny offers a captivating glimpse into America's numismatic history. So, the next time you handle your change, take a moment to inspect your pennies. You might just be holding a piece of history worth more than you imagined. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights into the world of coins. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. We love hearing from fellow enthusiasts. Coin values are subject to market fluctuations and depend on factors like condition, rarity, and demand. Always consult with a professional before making any buying or selling decisions. Where we dive deep into the stories behind coins that could be hiding right in your pocket or tucked away in an old drawer. Coins that aren't just money, they're treasure. And today, we're talking about something small, silver-colored, and shockingly valuable. That's right, the 2000 D Liberty 1 dime from the United States Mint. You might know it better as the Roosevelt dime, but this isn't just any regular 10-cent coin. This one could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on a few little details that I'm going to show you in this video. So buckle up, because you might just have a mini fortune in your pocket. The origins of the Liberty 1 dime. A quick history. The Roosevelt dime has a history that dates all the way back to 1946, just a year after President Franklin D. Roosevelt passed away. The coin was introduced as a tribute to the man who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II, and who also founded the March of Dimes to combat polio. The dime was the perfect denomination to honor him. It's been minted every year since 1946, and while most dimes are considered everyday coins, there are a few dates and mint marks that stand out. And one of the sleeper coins that's gaining attention today is the 2000 D Roosevelt dime. Now, let's be honest. Most people think modern coins can't be worth much. But that's where they're wrong. Because even a coin minted just 25 years ago can be extremely valuable if you know what to look for. The 2000 D Liberty 1 dime. What makes it special? So what makes this tiny little 2000 D dime from Denver so potentially valuable? Let's start with the basics. Over 1.7 billion dimes were minted in the year 2000 with the D mint mark from the Denver Mint. That's a big number. So on the surface, this coin might seem common, right? But here's the thing, not all 2000 D dimes are created equal. Some of them have tiny imperfections, rare die errors, or proof-like features that were never meant to be released into general circulation. Some are in near-perfect condition, mint state 67 or higher, and when those show up at auctions or get graded by top coin services like PCGS or NGC, they can fetch jaw-dropping prices. What to look for? Errors and valuable features. Let's break down what collectors and coin experts are going crazy over when it comes to this coin. The Roosevelt dime has a torch on the reverse, and around that torch are horizontal bands. If these bands are fully struck and separated, especially on high-grade coins, the coin can get a special designation called full bands. This means the coin was struck with incredible detail, which is rare, especially from the Denver Mint in that year. Coins with the FB designation in high mint state grades can easily be worth $100 to $500 or more, depending on the condition. This is where things get exciting. Some 2000 D dimes have been found with doubling on the lettering, especially on the word Liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." That's called a doubled die, and collectors love these. Other errors include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or cuts struck through grease or debris depending on the severity and rarity of the error. These coins can be worth $50, $200, even $1,000 plus to the right buyer. High-grade examples. This is where the big money lies. If you have a 2000D dime that looks brand new, barely touched, you might want to get it graded. Coins graded MS67, MS68, or even higher are incredibly rare for modern dimes. A top pop coin, meaning one of the highest graded examples known, can sell for over $1,500 at auction. Yes, you heard that right. 1 dime. 10 cents. Worth more than $1,000. How to check your 2000D dime. So how do you know if you've got a winner? First, look at the min mark. It should be a small d right next to the date 2000. Next, check the condition. Is it shiny, crisp, with no scratches or wear? That's a good sign. Then, examine the reverse, especially those torch bands. Are they fully struck? Can you see clear lines? Lastly, look for any weirdness, doubling, off-centers, missing details. If anything seems off, it could be valuable. If you're unsure, take it to a coin shop or submit it to a professional grading service. You never know what you might have. Current market value. What's this coin selling for today? Right now, as of this month, a typical circulated 2000D dime might still only be worth face value. But when we're talking about rare errors, perfect mint state coins **, or proof-like strikes, we're in a whole different ballgame. Some 2000D dimes with rare errors have sold on eBay for $75, $100, $200. But the real stars, the high-grade coins with full bands or exceptional eye appeal, have sold for $500, $1,000, and in some cases, even more. 1 2000D dime graded MS68 FB by PCGS went for nearly $1,400 at auction. That's 14,000 times its face value. Imagine finding that in your pocket change. Final thoughts. Check your change. ***. So what's the takeaway? The next time you get change at the store, or you're rolling coins to cash in, take a second to check those dimes. That tiny 2000D Roosevelt dime could be your next hidden treasure. It's not just about the face value. It's about the history, the rarity, the condition, and knowing what to look for. And who knows? That little coin could be your ticket to an amazing payday. So dig through your drawers, check your jars, flip through your coin rolls. Because one dime could make a huge difference. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or interesting, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment if you've ever found a rare coin, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome coin stories and tips. Until next time, happy collecting. Want a version for voiceover or shorts too? I can help with that. Want to turn this into a script for a more dramatic or treasure hunting style video? Just let me know. Now, on the surface, this coin might look like just another dime in circulation. It features the familiar profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, the word Liberty boldly engraved to his left, and the date *2000* just below. Flip it over, and you'll see the reverse design, a torch in the center, flanked by olive and oak branches, symbolizing peace and strength. Seems standard, right? But hold on, because here's where things start to get really interesting. The Roosevelt dime has been in circulation since 1946, introduced to honor the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a champion of the March of Dimes. But as we move through the years, small changes in minting, errors, and varieties began to make some versions of this coin far more valuable than others. By the year 2000, the US Mint was producing billions of coins. And during this time, errors and rare variations started slipping through the cracks, especially in the Denver Mint. And guess what? That's where the 2000 dime makes its mark. So why would a coin minted in 2000, a year not that long ago, be worth more than face value? It comes down to a few key things: rarity, condition, and most importantly, errors. Some 2000 Roosevelt dimes have been discovered with striking errors. We're talking off-center strikes, double dies, misaligned dies, and even full reverse doubling. There have also been reports of a rare variety where the mint mark appears unusually placed or distorted, making these coins highly sought after by collectors who specialize in error coins. And in numismatics, which is the fancy word for coin collecting, rarity and uniqueness can equal serious money. Alright, let's get to the good stuff, the numbers. How much could a 2000 Liberty dime actually be worth today? Most 2000 dimes in circulated condition are still worth about 10 cents. That's the boring news. But, and this is a huge but, if you have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, or better yet, a known error variety, the value can jump dramatically. Some MS-67 and MS-68 grade coins, that's mint state coins with nearly perfect condition, have sold for hundreds of dollars at auction. One verified 2000 dime with an off-center strike error and brilliant luster sold for over $1,000. And guess what? That's not even the rarest. If a brand new variety is discovered like a double die or repunched mint mark, its value could skyrocket, especially if only a few are known to exist. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar to complete their sets or acquire something unique. That's what makes coin collecting so thrilling and profitable. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, how do I check if I've got one of these valuable dimes? Here's what to do. 1. Start by checking the date. Make sure it's 2000, and that small D mint mark is present on the front near Roosevelt's neck. 2. Inspect the coin under good lighting or use a magnifying glass. Look for any signs of doubling, off-center strikes, weird spacing, or misalignments. 3. Check the condition. If it looks like it's fresh from the mint, you might have something special. 4. Compare it with known error types online or consult a coin expert or grading company like PCGS or NGC. If your coin looks promising, getting it professionally graded is your best bet to determine its true market value. Now let's talk market. The coin collecting community is always hungry for rare finds, especially as more people get into the hobby through YouTube, TikTok, and online auctions. Demand for high-quality coins is growing. The 2000 Liberty dime isn't just a curiosity, it's part of a living market. On sites like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections, error coins and high-grade 2000 dimes have been steadily rising in value. And because these coins are still out there hiding in old jars, bank rolls, and cash drawers, collectors are constantly on the hunt. That means you could find one maybe even today. So here's the big takeaway. That little 10-cent piece in your change could actually be worth hundreds. Even in happy ending. Next video.